Hello, my name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we got to hear a bit of I Am the One. I had a little bit of a sing-along. You're not going to hear it, because I cut that out. Now then, I believe we just had to speak to Cullen and Cassandra, and they should be down this way. Hello again, Varric.
Child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the maker.
Okay. Alright.
With passionate breath does the darkness creep. There was no word.
Good day.
Good day to you too, sir. Let's just ding this while I'm here. Boop. Yep, nothing. The game is just like, you took that sooner than I expected.
Good day.
Again, good day, sir. You don't need to be so polite to me. I'm just a person. Hey, look at them. All of our people training. This would make Aenor's heart swell. This is where she belongs. You know, training with the other soldiers, with the warriors. This is where she feels most comfortable. Hello.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I'm glad I'm here. I like to stand out. It wasn't my choice. Again, I'm drawn to also... Excuse me. I just noticed these two guys in the back just staring vacantly ahead like we are watching. Always watching. Well, that guy's watching the sky now, but whatever. That guy is watching. His focus is unwavering. Jesus Christ. As I was saying, I'm drawn to... I'm glad I'm here and I like to stand out. On one hand, I do feel like Aenor... How do I put this? I feel like she feels... This isn't the right wording. Instant camaraderie with Cullen. I don't mean that in like a... I don't know, like he's a warrior. He's like her. He has trained. He has gone through similar things that she has done. She just feels like she can be a lot jokier with other warriors rather than... Oh my god, that man's lost his head. Oh my god! What kind of training is this? Oh, Cullen! Get the medic! Why is no one getting the medic? Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted. I'm calm. I'm fine. I'm calm. Watching a decapitated man sword fight. What witchcraft is this? Yeah, I just feel like Aenor feels a lot more at ease with other warriors. She feels a lot more capable of kind of joking around and, you know, kind of, I guess, almost like locker room banter, kind of. I think she kind of feels... You know, around rogues and mages, she's kind of like, I can't slap you on the back, because if I do, I might break you. Like Cullen, I can give him a hearty slap on the back, but Solus, like, I might break his spine. Like, so I don't know. I could go for either. I really could. Does Aenor like to stand out? I don't think she does. As I said before, she's got a bit of a fear of public speaking. And I think she's just kind of like a chill person who's very happy sort of being at the back. You know, on the sidelines. You know, like when she's with her friends... Then, yeah, like, laughing, joking, you know, all of that. But just, like, in her day-to-day life, I don't think she's any kind of, like, attention seeker. or anything like that. So you know what? Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I believe the mark will help. Everything's a mess. You trust in the Inquisition. Aenor has no reason to believe the mark will help. Like, here's the thing, she doesn't know what the hell this thing is. She's only used it a handful of times, and she doesn't even really know how she's using it. She is effectively sticking her hand out and hoping for the best. What if one day she sticks her hand out and nothing happens? She has no idea what is going on with the mark. I don't think she'd have any, like, belief in it. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the joke.
The Conclave destroyed a giant hole in the sky. Things aren't looking good.
Which is why we're needed. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can...
Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
I like your enthusiasm. No, I don't see Aenor flirting with anyone for a very long time, because she likes to get to know people. The only reason she flirted with Solus before is because that was the option Aenor would take. She's very protective. She didn't mean it as a flirt. If Solus wants to take it as a flirt, you know, fuck it, go on ahead. But from Aenor's perspective, she was just like, I'll protect you. Like, don't worry, if you're scared, I will protect you, I'll help you out, you're a fellow elf. But yeah, just this is a straight up flirt. And Aenor, she likes Cullen, he seems very pleasant, but again, until she gets to know someone, she's not particularly inclined to flirt with them. I don't mind, you've thought this through. No, not really. Forgive me, I doubt you came here for a lecture. Yeah, Aenor doesn't mind listening to him if he wants to have someone to act as a soundboard.
You understand our situation. I appreciate your opinion.
Look around. Our people are well organized and committed. Despite what the clerics think, we are in the best position to help. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
I think Aenor... Oh, you just turned invisible. That is a very neat trick, sir or madam. I don't know your life. Yeah, with Cullen, I think Aenor, she gets along well with Cullen. They have very similar perspectives. They're both kind of like, you know, I see a thing, I do the thing. You know, how do I put it? Like, so many people are just like, oh my god, like, who's in charge? The divine, oh, you can't help, blah, 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 blah. No one's really looking at the big hole. And Cullen is, and Aenor's like, I am too. That sounds lewd. Cullen's looking at the big hole, and Aenor is, oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. But yeah, Cullen is very much like a doer. And Aenor is also that way inclined, so I think she likes Cullen. She has a good first impression of him. Excuse me, I would like to talk. Now, here's the thing. I need to get this off my chest, because I have beef with Cassandra. You see, the first time I ever played Inquisition, I didn't know who was romanceable by who. However, through the grapevine, it got back to me that there was a lesbian amongst the cast. And I don't mean a bisexual woman, I mean a straight-up lesbian, no dicks here, girls lesbian. Like, that's That's what I heard. And I took one look at Cassandra and my gaydar started going wild and I was overjoyed because I love butch lesbians. I love butch lesbians and studs and they don't get the love and respect they deserve. They are lovely. I just want to hug them and I love them so much. And I never see them in media. It really does feel to me like people view butch lesbians as like a dirty stereotype. And I hate that. I absolutely despise it. Like, if in a TV show, like, oh, we've got a lesbian, like, generally speaking, the more common tropes are like femmes or the, kind of quirky lesbians. You never see butch lesbians. And so I took one look at Cassandra and I was like, representation, thank you. And then I learned that not only was Cassandra as straight as an arrow, the lesbian was the, I'm not like other girls, I'm so quirky, ooh woo, 18-year-old elf girl. And I wept as Jesus did, I'm not gonna lie, my heart broke. I was devastated. I really just want a butch lesbian in Dragon Age 4. Is that too much to ask? I just want butch lesbian representation, please. Please. Again, Aenor has absolutely no reason to be flirting with Cassandra. Are you alright? You need stronger dummies. Was that supposed to be me? Let's not pick a fight. Again, we're seeing Cassandra in a more casual setting. Again, a bit of a locker room banter.
I think you need practice dummies made of sturdier stuff.
That would be nice.
Like maybe iron.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
Well, other people may think that you're a traitor, a madwoman, and a fool, but what do you think?
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
So you don't think I'm chosen? Because you were kind of indicating before that you did.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
And what happens next?
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
An amazing camera angle just there. You had to do it. It's too late to turn back. It was foolish. No, someone had to do something. As she said, the Chantry was content to just kind of do nothing, argue about who's the new divine, and not really do anything. Like she said, they were standing in the fire and complaining that it was hot. Someone had to take the first step.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
You had cause. Glad to hear it. No, you can't. again, Aenor doesn't hold any grudges with Cassandra for what she did before. Aenor is a lone Dalish. She's got this magical glowy thing on her hand that's connected to the big fuck-off hole in the sky. Like, she had reason to believe that Aenor had done it.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
I do believe that's correct. I don't know. I believe in the elven gods. Yeah. Aenor is Dalish. That's what she was raised to believe.
I'm Dalish. I believe in our own gods.
And there's no room among your gods for one more? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
That last line there does piss me off a bit. You know, like, and there's no room amongst your gods for one more. Excuse me, Cassandra. Is there room on the Maker's throne for a bunch of elves? How about that? Because I get the feeling Cassandra, like, oh yeah, let's incorporate the Maker into the elven pantheon. Or what, you want to then incorporate the elven pantheon into the chant? Don't be stupid, they're not fucking real. Like, Cassandra, you can't have it both ways. You can't request that someone believe in the Maker as well as their own gods, and then solely worship the Maker and disregard the elven gods. Like, you can't, that's not how that works, Cassandra. Like, no. Now then, we have spoken to everyone,
Come to me, child,
which
and I
means
shall embrace you.
it's time to go to the
In my
hinterlands.
arms lies its
Okay, I've got 13 minutes left on my timer. Do I want to? I could read codex entries for 10 minutes.
I'm used to delivering children
Oh.
and helping old men through the winter cold. Seeing these injuries. I was with the Templars. I can tend any wound caused by blade or a mage's fire. I'll admit that demons are new, though.
People struggling with what they're seeing.
When there was no sky maker, you were the sky.
Oh god, I really need to sneeze. I really need to sneeze. Also, oh. Matt, there's no one here! Finally! Bless me! There we go.
The golden city.
God, that's been annoying me for like the past 5 minutes. You know, I don't think I'm gonna get to the hinterlands in this episode. I don't know. You know what?
Have you
Let's...
kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate? Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Hello, I didn't realise that was available so soon. You know what? I'm gonna go over the war table a little bit. So, personally, what I like to do is I don't like to click on these until I know I'm going to do them. Because for example, gather coin. You can do this an infinite amount of times. Gather coin. Up until now, Inquisition forces have had the benefit of the Chantry's deep coffers. Now the Inquisition is forced to seek out its own sources of revenue if it is going to grow further. Trade in and out of Haven is limited at this point, but there are various opportunities to earn coin, provided the Inquisition is willing to focus its efforts on the matter. I'm not going to read out what these are, but I'm going to go back. As you can see, the little glowing doodad is no longer over it. So I like to hold off until I know who's going where. So then when I leave and come back, the glowing doodad won't have gone and I won't just forget about something. Because here's the thing, some of these missions are time sensitive. If you progress so far in the game, you will not be able to access them anymore. Now, let me look at my notes, because I have been making notes on the war table and stuff. Those are Aenor's notes. Where is the war table? There's war table. Okay, what do we have? Varric's Revenge, contact Clan Llewellyn, the turn of High Ever, and address a nobleman's concerns. Okay, let's start off with contacting Clan Llewellyn. I feel like Aenor would want to do that as soon as possible. Clan Llewellyn offers greetings to the Inquisition and wishes it well in sealing the breach that has hope. Why? Tongue fumbles, why? Clan Llewellyn offers greetings to the Inquisition and wishes it well in sealing the breach that has opened in the sky. While some Dalish clans hate humans and wish nothing to do with them, Clan Llewellyn has always dealt fairly with all and wished only for peace. That said, we have on occasion been forced to defend ourselves from those who saw us only as potential victims. It has come to our attention that a member of our clan is being held captive by your Inquisition. She went to the Conclave only to observe the peace talks between your mages and Templars, and we find it highly unlikely that she intentionally violated your customs. If she has been charged with a crime, we would appreciate hearing of it. If not, it would ease our concerns to hear from her, to know that she remains with the Inquisition of her own will. We await your reply, Keeper Istime Thoriel Llewellyn. Now our options. Josephine. Your people must be approached carefully. One of our elven scribes could deliver a message and share news of the Inquisition's fair treatment. Liliana. The Dalish respect deeds, not words. Let my elven agents deliver something the clan needs as a show of good faith. And Cullen. My troops can deliver news of your safety and make it clear that the Inquisition should be taken seriously. So you'll notice that Cullen is the quickest. He only takes 12 minutes, whilst everyone else takes 15. As I said before, don't go thinking that the shortest time is the best. I'm not going to go with Cullen, because why would Aenor send soldiers to her clan? If you send Cullen, the Dalish view it as an attack, and a lot of the clan members die. And then by the time they realise this was all a misunderstanding, the Dalish are kind of like, okay, that's nice, we don't want to have anything to do with the Inquisition, though. So that it ends rather badly. Now here's the thing. Liliana's offering stuff the clan needs. Like, Aenor is going to take more stuff for her clan.
Let's see what we have.
There we go. And then we have... I think I want to go with the Turn of High Ever. Yes. The Turn of High Ever. To whom it concerns, the Tyranny of High Ever wishes to convey our deepest sympathies on the death of Divine Justinia V. The Most Holy was incomparable in her wisdom and dedication to peace, and we had high hopes that her conclave would succeed. We will hold a vigil in High Ever in remembrance of Justinia, and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Sincerely, Ten Fergus Cousland. This is the older brother of Warden Cousland. I like that he's still the Ten. Now, Josephine, we should send a diplomatic attaché and some Templars who knew the Divine. Liliana, I know Tern Cousland, and I knew Justinia. I can't attend, but I could write to him. And then Cullen, we have a number of Ferelden officers. We could send an honor guard to High Ever, and that's what we're going to do.
To work?
And last but by no means least... I haven't gotten that one written down yet. In that case, let's send Josephine to gather some coin. Trading in favours with merchants and the nobility is my specialty. It could earn us a great deal if we're careful. And just for argument's sake, Liliana says it would be a simple matter to collect secrets and sell them, with nothing traceable back to the Inquisition. Cullen, we have soldiers. Let them protect caravans and do other honest work for coin. Now let's go with Josephine.
Let us begin.
Now then, let me have a look at my timer. What are we on? 6 minutes. You know what? I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna read Codex entries, and then in the next episode, we will get started on the Hinterlands. Where is my Codex? There is my Codex. Because it has been a while since we ventured into the Codex. Yes, Cullen. Cullen. Whatever you have heard of Kirkwall's rebellion, the truth is far worse. I would spare you that. What remains of Kirkwall's Templars have been under my command for the past few years. We have done what we could to assist with the city's recovery, to restore some semblance of order, but my time here is done. Seeker Pendergast has approached me. She wishes to stop the war between mages and Templars. She has been recruiting men and women to the cause and wishes me to oversee the group's military concerns. If the conclave goes well, then we will not be needed. If not, we stand ready. I have decided to take Seeker Pendergast's offer. The circles have fallen. I can give no more to the Templar Order, nor it to me. The Maker has shown me a new path. I must take it. Excerpt from a letter sent to Southreach by Commander Cullen. We read that. Josephine. Seeker Cassandra. Josephine Montillier is a noble from the nation of Antiva. She was educated in Valrayo, where she built connections among the court. Once she finished her schooling, at a surprisingly young age, Lady Montillier became the official diplomat between King that's not pronounced like a G. It's not Fulgeno, it's like Fulgeno? I don't speak Italian. Lady Montillier became the official diplomat between King Fulgeno of Antiva to Empress Selene of Orlais. The appointment suits her. She is well-travelled, familiar with many forms of etiquette, and by all accounts a skilled negotiator. If that endorsement does not suffice, Josephine is a personal friend. I have faith in her. We require someone both influential and trustworthy to be an ambassador for the Inquisition. You cannot tell me you would prefer to take the job yourself. Sister Liliana. Liliana. She has many names. Most know her as Sister Liliana or the Nightingale. Some refuse to speak her name at all, referring to her only as the left hand of the divine, the shadow behind the sunburst throne. The spymaster Marjolaine trained Liliana from a young age. For years, Liliana was Marjoleine's instrument in the great game of Orlais. While Liliana was devoted to Marjolaine, the reverse was not true. Marjolaine betrayed Liliana and almost succeeded in killing her. Liliana survived the betrayal thanks to revered mother Dorothea. Following this betrayal, Liliana spent several years in a cloister in Ferelden, hiding from her past. Inspired by revered mother Dorothea, Liliana dedicated herself to her faith, discovering peace in a simple life of devotion. But when the Fifth Blight began, she received what she believed a vision from the Maker. This prompted her to leave her sanctuary, taking up arms against the Darkspawn. Several years after the defeat of the Archdemon, Liliana received a summons from Dorothea, now Divine Justinia V. She returned to Orlais to become an agent of the Sunburst throne. Justinia perished in the explosion that destroyed the Divine Conclave, and Liliana became a founding member and spymaster of the new Inquisition. Okay, crafting materials. Blood Lotus. Do not try to get out of this. We were told you were the best. That is why you were contracted. Was it not you who obtained the 200 white blooming rose bushes for the Empress's winter ball last year? The Comtesse has been infinitely patient till now, but she doesn't understand why it's so hard to fill the garden pool. She wants no more excuses. And no, she will not compromise with the dawn lotuses. They're white. The flowers have to match the silk canopies. It is crucial. Dark purple, dark red. Do not try to frame this as a safety issue. The guests will be perfectly safe. Why, if they experience any hallucinations from the concentration of lotus essence in the air, I'm certain it will only make the evening more thrilling. I don't care if you have to send someone to some Ferelden peat bog to get it all. Just do it. A note from Chamberlain Laurent de... Let's try that again. A note from Chamberlain Laurent to Grand Gardener Humbert Valplan over the decorations for the Comtesse Darny's summer garden party. It's because of all the French. According to gossip in Valrayo, the Chamberlain did succeed in convincing Grand Gardener Valplan to provide 420 lotus plants. The party was considered by most to be a roaring success, even though the evening concluded with at least 12 guests asleep on the lawn, 3 in the pool, and one lady losing several teeth trying to take a bite out of a marble statue of the Comtesse's father, which she was convinced was made of cake. Blood Lotus. A surprisingly, deadly isn't the right word, but, a rather tricksy plant, it seems. Pride Demon. The most powerful demons yet encountered are the Pride Demons, perhaps because they, among all their kind, most resemble men. As clever and manipulative as the Desire Demon, with a penchant for cruel irony that is almost human. While the demons of desire largely engage in the bribery of mortals, Pride will use mortals' own best nature against them. Clever men outwit themselves. Strong men... Excuse you, phone. Strong men crush themselves. Humble men forget themselves. Jealous men fear themselves. They turn corruption and ruin into an art. From Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons by Enchanter Mirdramel. Lovely jubbly. Okie doke then. Yes, in the next episode, we will be going to the Hinterlands. I promise 100%, cross my heart and hope to die, we will be heading to the Hinterlands. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.